everyone, and welcome to beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, for what is an annual tradition, the Bahamas Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Eastern Michigan's offense will come out first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Let's step back here and look big picture for Eastern Michigan. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Kick is in the air. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive. It's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
Touchdown, Golden Bear! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defender.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're working that left side, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Eagles will hustle to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Powers forward. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to punch it in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagle. Looking for the time with the extra point.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Under fire. A little screen to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't we try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. That's caught. It's Hope. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own. Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Breaks the tackle. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Golden Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Golden Bears are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cal.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into... with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways, this Bahamas Bowl has lived up to expectations. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Bahamas Bowl.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Hope. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, he lofts one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Diaz. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the move, it's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get... back, go get some water and settle.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Knowles. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. They'll run play action. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Eagles headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Knowles. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks. Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Eagles! Great job by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Diaz. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the offense sticking to its 4th down beliefs, just 1 for 4 so far today, but they'll try it again. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Eastern Michigan, 14. The returner goes out of bounds.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Hits it up for the first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll take the deep shot. Finds a spot in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Diaz. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Diaz. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Diaz. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop him.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide.
Touchdown, Cal! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Eastern Michigan going fast. It'll be a draw. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Trying to ball his way in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Yeah, and it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He throws one to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for him.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and